What's up, man? Long day yesterday. Hmm. I just got up. Puppy just woke me up. He was tired too. He must have slept in. What you doing? You going fishing today, man? That's a dumb question. Well, it could be raining there or something. In fact, I gotta see what the weather's gonna be. It's nice right now. It's 54 out, but I got a feeling it'll be 85 before we know it. Yep, sure will. Ooh, 89 today. Listen to this forecast. Are you kidding me? Morning, Uncle Lou. Listen to this forecast for this week. 89 today, 85, 85, 87, 89, 90, 89. All the way to next Sunday, it's going to be almost 90 degrees every day. It's September, isn't that supposed to be fall time? I always thought so. I had a tough day yesterday. Something happened to my stomach, hurt real bad, man. Like almost ready to call an ambulance bad. And I don't know what the deal was. I think it was I think it had something to do with maybe constipation and my hernia together. You know what I mean? It was like just massive pressure. I thought I was going to die for a while. I laid down flat on the bed and it went away finally. But then I don't know what time I was up with Dad last night. It was late, early, one of the two, whichever way you look at it. Hold on, guys. I hear you. Let me close the door so you don't get, well, we just put the little gate up for now. Okay. Here we go. You want your treat? Okay. You slept in too, didn't you, Till? We slept in today, didn't we, honey? Hold on. About how he's going to be down at these little things we got over here before long. That's your little guy, huh? Two of them there. There you go. There you go, Till. There's two of them there, okay? There you go. Anyway, this time next week I'll be in surgery, so it won't matter, I don't reckon. Morning, Joshua. How are you, buddy? Morning, Chris. Hooks and hammock, Telly. It's going too fast for me right now. Hey, you never know what you're going to listen. I ain't talking about dirt bikes yet. Do a shot, John. Let me see if I can get my thing up here and see if Rusty wants to come up. I checked first to make sure he hadn't went live. But, and I thought, man, maybe I just won't go live this morning. You know what I mean? I thought, nah, well, so we'll see what happens. So I went live for a little bit. Did you get enough fun in here? You a good girl today, ain't you? Huh? Yeah. You want to go back out again? It's just like a try to play me to get another treat thing. Is that what we're doing here? That's all right. I'm old. I've owned dogs a lot. I know what you're doing. Hold on. I'll let you out again. That's what you want. I don't blame you. It's nice. I'd spend all day out there around if it stayed this temperature. Come on, buddy. There you go, Till. Go on. Thought you wanted to go out. No, you ain't getting no more treats. An interview for a different position, but still with Eli Lilly. Thanks, dog. Say, Chris, you're not leaving Eli or you're not leaving Lilly, are you? And that's about one of the best places in Indiana to work. Period. Probably one of the best places in the Midwest. You guys catch any fish last night, dog? I had to go to bed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't think you would leave Lily, man. That's a that's like a major score right there to get in that door. I actually knew a guy who was a real estate appraiser who had went to Purdue. Morning, Dave. And he went to Purdue as a oh, not a scientist, a chemist. That's the word I was looking for. Got out of school, went to work at Eli Lilly, and decided he didn't like it, so he become a real estate appraiser and opened his own real estate or his own appraising company. His name was Ebuyer, Ebyer, something like that. Yeah, it happens. Believe me, dog, happens to me, especially with catfishing. I do okay carp fishing, but catfishing usually spanks my butt. But yeah, I think I was up with Dad about 2 o'clock, maybe. I got I got closed the clubhouse down about 9 today, though. I got a bunch of stuff to do with the Medicaid people. I seen that, John. Looked all pretty and hooked up. Hopefully, it's hooked up right and doesn't run in reverse or nothing. It was Look, hold on, little guy. You tangled up. Let's go here. Come on, go back this way. Come on, go that way. Let me unhook you. Let me get you untangled there, buddy. All right, man. There you are. That's enough in and out for the day. Stop. Stop. That's enough in and out today, guys. Go in there and lay down. That was a no treat trip, Tilly. Don't even try it. Yep, don't even try it. That was no treats right there. No. No, no, no. Oh, cool. So you actually went through everything. It's gonna be like a real like a boat motor, go fast, turn left. Oh wait, that's NASCAR. I can't watch NASCAR when they're on the road course. It just pisses me off that cars aren't designed to run on the road. I just It'd be like putting Indy cars on Daytona every week. They'd run 300 mile an hour with the banks that Daytona has. But there was a little dirt bike racing on yesterday. I checked out until this belly stuff started. I did sharpen my pocket knives yesterday, though. Some of them I like sharpening pocket knives. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, Dave, I didn't do much, man. I Saturday I watched college game day. I watched some college football, and then motocross was on Saturday afternoon. I watched that, and then I didn't do anything besides that uh, because Dad was kind of shaky and kind of sort of in his dementia phase, but not really all the way. So he was coherent, but having trouble walking. It's just never mind. Okay. And then yesterday I watched church because I couldn't go because Dad wasn't up yet, and I didn't know if he'd be able to get up or not. Sealing all the bolts, yeah, I'll bet, man. Because if you don't do that, the foam gets water soaked over time, and then you're screwed. I think that's what happened to the little boat out there. because Dad was always drilling holes and putting crap on there and then taking it off. And I think the styrofoam in it's waterlogged. I seriously do. And I seen a video on taking it apart and replacing it. And I may actually end up doing that. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. What's telling me? No, that's nice. You know what's going to happen? You're going to walk in one day and she's going to be speaking Spanish. Wait and see. But I forgot what I was going to do. The heck was I going to scrape it? I was going to scrape something with this little pocket knife. Now I can't remember what it was. Dagnabbit. Oh, I know. Hey, Chris, how many people are interviewing for that spot, man? Did you watch F1 yesterday? Yeah, I didn't. I seen where it was on, but I forgot there was something on I was watching instead. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, F1's awesome, man. I always wonder how fast an F1 car. Hoss Cartwright tells her it's supper time. That's right. I always wondered how fast an F1 car would go A, around the oval at Indy, and B, around Daytona with the banks. I mean, they already got so much downforce, it's unbelievable, but just imagine on a bank track like Daytona where they could run flat out all the way around, I'm sure, but I just think it'd be cool to see. Oh, really? They came to you? Yeah, you probably got that locked up. The interviews they're doing is just a CYA interview. You know what I mean? That's cool, dude. Yeah. I hope you get that, man. That's cool. If they came to you, you know they want you for the spot, or else they're mind fucking you on to. But that wouldn't make no sense. Hold on, little guy. We got to pull this blind to a little bit because the sun's going to be shining in here directly. It's kind of neat. Yeah. The sunrise a month and a half ago or so, it was all the way over by where the farm silos are, and then you can watch it almost every day. It moves a little, and now it's over halfway between the farm silo and the woods where I can't see it anymore when it comes up. It's amazing how fast it actually changes positions, but you don't know it going the other way in the summer, really, because you're busy not paying attention, I suppose. But I got this week to get all the paperwork done for Dad's Medicaid stuff to go in the nursing home because he's got to be there at the minimum 6 weeks after my surgery. But I mean, he's going to stay there after that. But in fact, I got to call Aston, I think is the lady's name, Aston. And she asked her dad where he got the name, and I guess she was a character on Dallas or something. And she, because she didn't know, so she was in college, she said one of her Ashton, something close like that. I don't know. Let's see. But it ended up being this lady in the show Dallas. And she's in college, and her college professor, this is naturally after Dallas has been off the air for 20 years or more. And he looks it up, and she was actually the girl that played her was actually a former Playboy bunny or something. Let's see. I'll tell you how it is. Aston. I'd hit it. That's because she's younger than me, but that would not slow me down. Afton. Afton. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta find my dad's new nurse. Unfortunately, Michelle had to switch back to the office. I gotta get a hold of his new nurse and tell her, hey, we're low on medicine. I just can't remember what her name was. I don't think I've actually texted her yet, so I'll probably have to look in the contacts thing because I know I put her number in the contacts thing. Oh, oh well, I don't guess it's in there. I'll do that shit at 9 o'clock. My own personal Stonehenge. Yeah. Oh, Chris, how are you, buddy? Sorry I was a little late today, but sometimes stuff happens. Wonder if Chad and them got moved. I sure hope so. I know moving sucks. I've been there, especially when you got a bunch of junk that most of it you don't really need, but you want to keep anyhow. Eric must still be in the warehouse. Oh, are you moving the storage units itself or just the stuff in it? Morning, Eric. Speaking of that, I got to pay my storage. Come think of it, I better pull that up. I give, man. Well, I've heard from everybody but Rustic now. Just stuff in it. So you almost got everything moved. At least you can see daylight at the end of the tunnel now. I feel for you, brother. I've been there. It sucks, man. They say besides a death in the family, moving and a divorce are the two most stressful things you go through. They should probably add, no, never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. I got brain damage, man. Can't remember. I was thinking something, and man, I ain't awake yet, evidently. I don't know. I understand that, Chris, because when I moved, I've never, ever, ever let anyone help me move. And that way, when they move, they don't ask me because they know I didn't ask them and I never would. Because everybody hates moving. I mean, I wouldn't subject even people I don't like to that. Well, maybe people I didn't like, I would. Must be 8 o'clock. It looks like they tried to shoot Trump again. Hey, John, did you listen to the first 5 minutes of that thing I sent you? It sure explains it all. Oh. Pretty interesting, and it pretty much makes you understand how technically we don't really have a choice in our candidates. They're pre-selected by the committee, so to speak. Now they're saying the guy was radicalized and all, Trump derangement syndrome or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. Besides a paid CIA assassin or something. It's amazing the Secret Service dude seen the barrel of the gun sticking through the fence because they were like an advanced unit. I guess they said that scans, they go a hole ahead of them when they're playing golf and they check everything out, before they get to that hole. Black catfish in the morning. So that Secret Service dude deserves a pay raise 100%. Oh, and I guess the Secret Service dude, they started shooting at him. And then when he ran out to the highway and jumped in his car, some lady seen him or something and took a picture of the back of the car, the license plate and stuff. Found him with proof, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Either that or he just, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the GoPro part. I haven't watched anything on it. I figured I'd waited. All the facts would come out in a day or two. Well, all the facts they want us to have. And like in that link I sent you, John, that's what the guy talks about. For decades and decades, both candidates were in agreement with the New World Order leader people, or else they weren't allowed to run, in the primaries and stuff. And then here come Trump. He threw a monkey wrench in all of it because he's not with them. He doesn't agree to, like when they ask him the question about will you peacefully surrender office if you got beat or whatever. Transition, that's the word I'm looking for. And they ask them all these trick questions to get them locked into a comment so they can, I don't know, it's worth a watch. It's 3 hours long. I've not watched the whole thing. I just watched the first 5 minutes of it, 5 to 10, I guess, is the part that counts. And the guy explains to you the whole system of uh, the presidential election process. See if I can find it. I'll post a link to it. There's no easy way out. Let's see. What am I looking for? Where to go? Eric Weinstein is the dude's name, I think. It must be way down here somewhere. There we go. We're getting close. Here it is. Na, 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 there's no easy way out. Teflon Don, I'm telling you, man, the dude's definitely God wants him there or something because that's twice they've been trying to kill him and something stopped it from happening. But that link I posted there, if you watch the first 5 minutes of it, that's all you need to watch, and you'll understand what I'm talking about on the illusion of choice. In the world, I mean, we're so complacent that, or the Republican Party's such pussies that they just let them say, "Oh, by the way, we're going to run Kamala. We're not going to have a primary of any kind. We're just going to put her in there. We don't care what you all say." Drone will do it. That's a real good analogy right there, man. Now you think about it. I know they use them a lot over in the Ukraine and stuff. Hey, burrito catfish lady. Good morning. But it's worth taking 5 minutes out of your life to watch that, and then you'll understand how they choose who's going to run in the primaries and why they do it. That drone idea is actually, I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, that's real. I know they use them a lot these days, man. It's going to be a long week. Yeah, exactly. Get it close and boom. I mean, they could, yeah, they couldn't get a bomb planted or anything like that. There's too much security for that, I think. Tim, stay on your side. Hmm. Well, it's 8 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I've only been on for a half hour. It feels like 10. Crop dusting. Yeah. But yeah, there's just no way they get close to that car. Plus, I don't even know if you could blow up the beast or whatever they call it, that car. I watched a thing on the Discovery Channel or whatever about that, the president's car or whatever. Yeah, that thing's gnarly. I mean, it's got special tires to handle the weight, and if you watch when they open the door, how thick the doors and stuff are and the glass. Yeah, I agree, man. Oh shit, that hurts. No, I'm over it. I know I've never seen nothing like this election cycle. I know that. Oh, we're just discussing ways that those people are going to do it. But yeah, it ain't a kick. You get a knock first, and then they kick it the next time around. Because they're listening to everybody. Special keywords or whatever. The scene from Scarface, the car bomb. But yeah, that president's car thing or whatever, that thing's bad, man. It's bad to the bone. It's got like special, what are those, run flat tires or whatever. I think that those were developed for that originally, and then who is it makes the run flat tire? Yeah, that's probably true, Curtis. Uh, yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, I agree. You're right, man. Especially now, I noticed it sure seems anything you try to post or whatever on a forum or like chatting a video or whatever, they're all over the word Nazis are. Oh, I hope Dad and them sleep until at least 10, man. It's no easy way out. Unless we get the House and Senate, it doesn't matter if he wins anyway, because he won't be able to do nothing. That whole checks and balances thing. Mm, I just wonder what effect it's going to have on his outdoor rallies that he has and stuff. I think if he came, within 100 miles of me, I'd probably go see it. In fact, if he come to Indy, I know I would. And that end of my finger right there is so tender. I don't know how long it's going to take before that quits. It's almost like there's a nerve really close to the end of it. You know what I mean? Oh, are you really? I didn't know you was that close. Yeah, Okeechobee is down that far, isn't it? I forgot all. For some reason, I always thought it was up near the middle of the state. I don't know why. West Palm Beach. That's where the money's at. Mm. Oh, really? That's cool. Hold on, I got stuff I gotta do. There's no easy way out. Where'd you see the band at, Eric? And I ain't been to a live concert in so long. That's good for your soul, man. Live rock and roll is good for your soul. Oh, what happened there? Oh, it must be charged all the way then. I remember seeing the blimp one time. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Uh, when the Colts first came here, and if you think about it, besides the Indy 500, there'd be no reason for the blimp to ever come through here around here. You know what I mean? But after the Colts came here, I remember the first time I saw the blimp, I was going down Interstate 70 coming back from fishing, and it was running beside the interstate about the same direction, only a lot slower. Yep, that or there's a lot of, you got figure down there, you got baseball, hockey, football. Florida's got all the sports. But heck, this had to be back in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. I think someone took a shot at it that weekend, and it had to land at, oh, not the Indianapolis airport, but another airport over by there, a smaller one or whatever. I'm almost positive. I remember something like that happened where somebody took a shot at it or something. I never understood the whole blimp thing as far as, didn't the Nazis develop them for something, dropping bombs or something, I suppose, but I never understood the concept. They don't go very fast. So if you have your own Air Force, where back then they had like the biplanes, the two-wing planes or whatever, and if you see it on the horizon, you'd call your Air Force people, and they'd put all the biplanes up and just come up and shoot them with machine guns, and they'd blow up. So I never understood the reasoning behind the blimp thing. Oh, the humanity. Oh, they can go higher. Is that what it is? That makes sense. So then they could go higher than the planes could back then, the airplanes, and then they could. Yeah, that's cool. I had, like I said, I just never understood why they strategically why they would use blimps. But it'd sure be something to see a whole fleet of them, say 50 of them up in the sky, and then the biplanes coming along and shooting them with machine guns, and they blow up. What did they use back then in them? Exactly, 100%, John. You're right. I was thinking the same thing. We would never have had Led Zeppelin. Oh, that's cool. Morning, Skeeter. But yeah, just think you'd see them up, and they'd be like 50 of them, these planes flying by. That 50 big balls of fire falling from the sky. I'm a sick man, and I'm happy in this world. Oh, really cool, man. I used to watch those World War II documentaries all the time on Discovery, I think it was. Catfishing night, heck yeah. I know they came out with the one, the World War II in color. That's it. I forget how many parts there is to it, but that's a good one. I watched it. Actually, I think I watched it twice. Led by Blink. Well, I wasn't actually eight. That was in my previous life before this one. My belly's grumbling. What are you working on, Ernie? You're as bad as my dad, man. He starts feeling decent and his legs feel good, and what's he do? He overdoes it every time, and then the next day he can't hardly walk or can't get up. That's right. In the big war, I actually started out on them Harley mail carts with the 45 flat or the 80 cubic inch flathead motors. Yeah, me too, Billy, man. I actually shouldn't even be doing this right now. I should be doing something else. No, Max, you're not getting. Nope, 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 nope. You don't know how to put your claws back in after you get up here. Nope. You make me bleed every time. Sorry, I love you. And you're a cool little guy that don't never bother no one, but you're not getting up on my lap. Nope. Nope, don't do it. I'm telling you, I said no, get out of here. I'm gonna throw you out the door for a while. Ah, okay. Young girl's bicycle, yep. Max, you're the only cat I ever had that I'm gonna give a bath to, but I don't have any welding gloves. No, I take that back. We gave Boogie Cat a bath one time, me and my girlfriend, and that's a once in a lifetime experience, man. Cats are really hard to hold because they're slippery. Look out, go on, man, dude. Quit bothering me. I'm gonna bring the little guy in here to get you. Nope, nope. I'm gonna bring the little dog in here to get you. Quit. You hear? Let me see. There. Okay, you're good. Go on. I know that hurts, but it helps. I was at a GNCC one time. I didn't say the DB word, but there was how they have booths and stuff set up selling crap. And there was a thing there had diesel dirt bikes. They were developed for the military originally. And I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if he was selling them or what, but yeah, it was a diesel dirt bike. I mean, it wasn't a high performance, like dirt bikes are today, but it was still pretty cool. Yep, Curtis, you're right. But I wanted the guy to start it so I could hear it run. You know what I mean? Hey, Curtis, if you scroll up and find that link I posted, if you watch the first 5 minutes of it, it's it explains everything in really easy to understand and makes perfect sense kind of terms. Here it is. And I agree. If he doesn't win, this country's in pretty much done, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll still have America, but it'll be extremely socialist. And don't believe a damn word she says. They will come after your guns. I don't. She's said it before. They've got video of her saying it. And then fracking, that cracks me up. She gets in Pennsylvania and she's talking about, oh, I won't. I'm not going to bother fracking. Then you turn around, they play a video clip, shows her all, your fracking is going to be, they're going to quit doing fracking. And the best one I ever seen, Obama's president, right? First term. And he's talking about coal. And he tells them, he said, your energy bills are going to go up. I'm sorry, I agree they are, but we are going to eliminate coal fired power plants. He told them, we're going to eliminate them and your bills are going to go up. And they still elected the guy. I mean, and you got to give him credit. At least he didn't lie about it. He told them the truth. They just didn't listen. Yeah, I agree, Curtis. He's like you said, he doesn't have to do it, and he's only doing it. There was an interview with him. Oh, what was it? Back in the '80s or something. I forget it. Might have been Oprah or something, and asked him if he'd ever run for president, and he said back then that if this country was ever in a spot where it needed me to help or try to help, then yeah, I probably would. But other than that, no. And Well, I'm hoping maybe he can end up like the Bush dynasty and his Donald Trump Jr. would run. He's pretty sharp. I follow him on Rumble. Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hey Curtis, watch the first 5 minutes of that video, that link I posted. It explains it 100%. And the same thing happened. Remember when Jesse Ventura became governor of Minnesota? I seen an interview with him, and he said when he was sworn in, and they take you down in this basement, and they give you, all the secret, top secret shit that you don't hear about until you're actually in office. And he said when he come in there for all that stuff or whatever, he said the first thing I asked him is, "Where the fuck did you come from, and how did you get here?" They couldn't figure out how he got there because he wasn't part of the system. Like that guy in that video explains about, there's a worldwide, I'm going to use the term cabal for lack of a better word. I don't know what you'd call it. And everyone who runs for president is in agreement with this organization that, like, certain kind of treaties, NAFTA and all that stuff, that one man in 4 years cannot be in there and disrupt all that, and things that have been set, and the way the world is working at that time. So when they run candidates on both sides, they've all agreed to play the game or be part of the system. And Trump's not, because he can't be bought. And this guy even says he will not be president. He said, I'm telling you, there's no way they're going to let him be president. I'm Clubhouse President Mr. Lee Evans. Would you like to run as Vice President, CEO, or whatever that is called, Chief Executive Officer? We'll have elections in November. But if you just watch that video I posted, and it explains it all, and it makes perfect sense. It's almost like what you thought was happening, but you didn't know the details. Lee has final say. I'll kick Lee right on up out of my clubhouse. I got the keys. Oh yeah, I better forget. I'll be getting the I'm number one text here in a few minutes. Now that you mentioned that. How you doing, Lee? Did you guys go down to Tennessee? Did you? I know that full moon, man. Fishing might have been tough this weekend. Me and J Dog was arguing about that last night on the phone. Well, he caught him off guard. They didn't have time to what's the word I'm looking for? They didn't have time to develop a game plan, because he came along, and they had no plans of him ever winning the primary. They weren't even really worried about it. Here, I'll turn the camera up. I don't want to tempt you. It's actually a joint disguised as a cigarette, because my doctor said if I didn't start smoking them, I was going to go nuts. Well, that guy talked about that in that video, John. Had you paid attention when you watched it, you would know that, because they had no intention of him ever winning the primary. And then by that time, it was too late, and you can't organize uh, an assassin squad or whatever way to get rid of someone, but what they done, because the Democrats had the Senate or whatever, they blocked everything. Like, he had a really awesome infrastructure plan, for highways and bridges and stuff. And it would have created so many jobs. That the economy we had, that he had, that was good, it would have been even better. It sat on Nancy Pelosi's desk for 4 years. She would not let it come to the floor. So because they couldn't beat him in the election, they beat him in other ways. And the Democrats talk about their infrastructure plan and shit. Hell, they probably took most of it from his. But there are ways to keep someone in check, even if they get slipped through the cracks. Oh, Ben Carson's awesome, man. Yeah, that Tucker interview with him. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the guy's a brain surgeon by all means, and comes from a single mother family. Yeah, Ben Carson's awesome. The worst thing he ever done was got involved in politics, especially in the Clinton era, man, because them guys will eat you alive if Trump's got a lot of resolve. That's all I know because they just keep coming after him. And I'm like you, Curtis. I'd have said, you know what? I've done the best I could if you guys are trying to kill. But, then again, he's one of them guys that it might have just pissed him off enough that he's like, yeah, you're going to have to kill me now. No, I haven't seen many of them. I know what you're talking about, though. I don't have Facebook. I imagine most of them are on that. I have watched there's like city council meeting and stuff, which pretty heated right now. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Ben Carson's awesome. And there's another one. So I always have trouble pronouncing the name. Sewell, Sowel, or something like that. But yeah, man, and if you notice, that's only happening in Democrat controlled states. They're as far as I know, they're not dumping busloads of people here in Indiana because we have a Republican governor. Yeah, I agree, man. Like I said, the worst thing ever happened for Ben Carson was getting into politics. He's such a outstanding human being. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I'll watch it when we get done here, John. And he's so soft spoken. And like I said, the dude's a brain surgeon. He's way too smart for DC. Tell you another one I liked, Curtis, was Trey Gowdy. He was awesome. And he'd had enough of DC. He got out. Yeah, Tucker Carlson has some great interviews, man. Sometimes his laugh gets on my nerves so bad, though. Let me see if I can pull that up, John. Maybe if it's friendly enough, I might show it. Damn, Leroy, you kidding me? You been losing weight, dude? Leroy, you still in here? You been losing weight, ain't you? I'll show you guys real quick. Yep, let me turn my cam back on. Leroy out there killing it these days, man. That's a fish, right? That's a hog. Look at that. Yeah, that's a hog. Oh hell, he sent me a whole bunch of them. A couple more. Leroy out there killing it. Yeah, maybe it must be that black shirt or something. Because in the last two pictures, you look like you lost weight. Hell no.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Mm-mm.
They're eating the cats.
Mm.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. People of Springfield, please don't do.
Oh, I have to watch this in a little bit. I like it already. Oh, goodness. Mama says I'm just big boned. Lee Evans, I sure miss you coming on in the mornings, man. All right, tell Mama I said hi and ask her who's playing soccer on Telemundo today. I may have to tune in. Wait, don't tell her I say hi because she won't remember tomorrow anyhow. Yeah, Curtis, I agree. And people like that, I admire, and I wish I had the ability to have that much. Faith is the most important thing, and that's the biggest thing I struggle with. And I think that's the key to happiness. I heard a good explanation yesterday on our church service, and it reminded me. We were doing fiber optics up in Wisconsin, uh, building the fiber optics network or whatever. Well, we were putting it in this church daycare place or whatever, and there was a lady that worked there at the church daycare place, and I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. She just glowed with, and I could never put my finger on what it was. That I mean, there was just something about her that she glowing. I can't explain it, but she was content and happy, and just I can't explain what it was. But anyway, she was talking yesterday because Pastor Tyner was on vacation. His daughter is a preacher too, and she was talking about some people having so much faith, and you see them and you can tell, and the Holy Spirit shines through them, so to speak. And in all these years, I couldn't put my finger on what it was about that lady, but I've never forgot her. I never even talked to her, but maybe, where would you like us to mount this box kind of thing? That's about the extent of the conversation, but I'd see her while we were working. And that's what it was. She was full of the Holy Spirit. And I've only seen a few people in my life like that. Yeah, Ben Carson's. That's why I said the worst thing ever happened to him was getting involved in politics. Because he's so soft spoken, and everything he says is almost like it runs through a computer before he says it, and he thinks about everything before he says it, and that's why he talks so slow, I guess. I don't know. But could you imagine? And it's not, he doesn't hold no one's life in his hands when he's doing brain surgery. Only God does that. But to have, like you said, that much faith that he operates on people's brains. One slip of that and you're done, man. Oh, what time is it? I'm gonna have to go here before long, guys. I probably got a whole day of being on the phone with the Medicaid people. I got to call up to Marion, Indiana first and talk to the document office, which is where you send all your documents. And then I got to call down or go to the Muncie office, who are the people that, after the document people are done seeing that you got all the documents, they send the okay to these people down here to tell them, yeah, everything's here. He's okay. He's good to go. So then after I talk to the one in Marion and find out if I got all the documents they want submitted yet, and if not, which ones I need. And then I got to call down to the one in Muncie and make sure they got the okay from these people, because I only got a week to get his Medicaid waiver finished. Oh, I know what it is. I've got to start a Miller's Trust, and what that is because we're only putting him in a nursing home, we're not looking for any, benefits from him, so to speak. That when they make too much money, you have to start what's called a Miller's Trust, and whatever amount of money he's over the cutoff line every month, that money goes into that trust. Okay. So then you fill out the application again with the amount of money that is below the line because that other money is wrapped up in the trust. And that makes his income below the cutoff, and they'll give him the okay. And then when he dies, that trust, the money in that trust goes to the state, which I was under the impression when he goes in the nursing home, all his money goes to them anyway. And I'm like, well, if you're going to take his money every month anyway, why does it matter if you put the money up there in that trust? I just, it's kind of stupid. You know, I don't get it. And they didn't really have an answer. I'm like, why don't you guys just say he makes X amount over, but because we're going to be paying for the nursing home, the amount of money he makes a month doesn't come close to what it costs to be in a nursing home. So they'll be taking his Social Security and retirement every month anyway. Instead, you put it in a Miller's Trust, the amount over. So I got to get. Oh, I called him Friday and said I need to know exactly how much I need to put in that Miller's Trust. What do you want me to put in there to make him below the cutoff line? And then after that, what do you want me to say in the application when it asks about his monthly income? Do I say the amount minus the Miller's Trust, or do I say the full amount, but X amount goes in a Miller's Trust? Because they didn't really explain anything to me about it, how to fill the application out the second time. And this will be the second time I went to the application. I got to upload all the files again, too. That's the part I can't believe. And I'm talking 30 PDFs maybe. But that's what I'm going to do today. And I will give them credit. The two ladies I talked to were very helpful and very awesome. And I actually told them at the end, I thanked them and that I appreciated it because they're the rarity, usually, the people that I've talked to anyhow in government. Most of them want to do their 8 to 5 or whatever and go home, and they don't really care what gets done or whatever. There we go. They picking the crops where you guys are at. My nose is so plugged up this last 2 days. They're literally picking a soybean field less than a half mile from me right now. And the wind's blowing this direction. And that kills me. Yeah. Okay, he's still sleeping. Well, it's down to 11, which means everybody's done hearing all this. So I'm going to shut her down, boys, and I may be here tomorrow. I don't know yet. I was late today. And that was only because I was up late up a couple times last night helping Pop. So I'll leave you with that.